the way it ended, I'm glad Paul Heyman came out, but I'm glad he didn't say a single thing.
You're right.
There was no need.
No.
So
plus the match. I mean, the match was what it was. I don't like the whole thing. I mean, we don't have to go too deep into it. It was just kind of like a fluff, whatever.
Carl Anderson did a great job of what he did. I mean, for what it was, Brian,
I know,
there was nothing wrong with it.
I'm just upset about having the OC be in that position, especially now that they don't have AJ around. Which, by the way, we didn't even talk about. We alluded to it yesterday because we thought he was messed up. What's happening?
So, I mean,
Stream ended.
Did we ever get any confirmation, by the way, since you brought it up, of AJ and his injury? I mean, we got confirmation that he's injured. There's no diagnosis. We haven't heard
it's
he's
shoulder,
out 6 months, 10 months, 6 weeks. We have nothing.
I haven't heard anything yet.
Okay.
And Uncle Dave hasn't told us. So.
Uncle Dave.
Uncle Dave, yeah, good old Uncle Dave.
All right. Well, while Rob's still doing the board, do you want to move on to your topic since you brought it up already?
Sure.
Riddick Moss and Mojo Rawley.
How'd you fucking know?
I read off your paper. I have eyes.
Stop cheating.
You actually wrote something down for a change.
Well, no, that's not true. I did actually write a lot of notes, but fuck you for saying that. But anyway, I think that this is just a fantastic way to bring someone up. You just kind of slide them in there without even just mentioning that they're on the main roster. Like, usually they make like a pretty big deal when they're bringing up somewhat like a new character. Riddick Moss? Nay. Right? He just kind of fucking shows up with Mojo Rawley, of all people, with the 24/7 title. Well, not with it, but, like, next to it.
Berto's here.
Hey, Berto.
He says, Stike, congrats. And Stike Leather's reporting AJ has a separated shoulder. But what is the diagnosis for that? I mean,
separated shoulder isn't too bad.
I mean, you pop it back in. I saw, Martin Riggs, played by Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon. He used to pop his shoulder back in every other scene.
Yeah, right.
I mean, how dangerous is there?
That's right.
Sklenner already saying tonight was the best Raw in over a year. It's true.
I don't know about that.
The bar is low. I'm just saying, I mean, the bar is low.
You could say it was the best Raw of this year.
I would agree with that.
Right.
The Drew segment, we had Mojo Rawley is what we're trying to segue to here with you, Brian.
Yeah.
Riddick Moss, who gives a fuck? Nobody recognizes him pop. Mojo Rawley loses the title and then regains it.
Yeah.
He lost it to one of the Conga Line members, which was not Big Hoss.
Are we sure it wasn't Noah?
He's
Noah
not
Big
black.
Hoss Hostetler?
He's not black.
No.
R-Truth was the one who won the title.
Now I'm debating if I even have a hole in my sock. Now that we're thinking about it, like, it feels
this
like
is your fucking topic.
I'm just
jackass.
I can't get over it. I just anyway. Riddick Moss. I don't know. Maybe they can go after the tag titles, right? They feel like more of a tag team than Samoa Joe and KO.
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, you
push them to the moon.
Yeah, they don't even have real tag teams working in a division. They had two of them in the backstage area wrestling while Frankensteins were out in front. Can I just? I mean, I know we've beat that dead horse. We're off topic here anyway.
What's that?
About Frankenstein teams. But this is the time of year that main roster always does a Frankenstein team with the belt and the rival going on to Mania.
Oh, man, you guys are totally killing my topic here because I was going to totally start this out when...
hey, Rob.
Hey, I'm sorry. This fucking YouTube thing's pissed me off. I was going to start this topic out like this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, talking about some Frankenstein tag teams.
Yeah, who's that, Rat?
It's
Are you
Teddy
serious?
Toustone
Is that
is
Spinderella?
here. No, it's Alice Cooper,
Alice
motherfucker.
Cooper. My
Oh.
God. My God. Hey, if you're
I
watching
hate Brian sometimes.
just a little side note, if you're watching on YouTube, I don't know what the fuck's going on with the encoder. So we're just gonna move on like nothing
What
ever
stream
happened.
are we on?
We're on our page.
Okay.
Streaming on our page.
Yeah.
But not under the event that I set up. So we're gonna have to fix that. So
All right.
I don't know.
That sounds like a great job.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever's fucking whatever. I don't know where you're watching. So watch it.
Right.
So what were we talking about? I'm sorry. I want to get caught up here.
So we covered the Drew portion and we've covered Mojo Rawley portion, and we were about to go to your tag team discussion.
Oh, we were. So I was fresh. I thought you'd.
Yeah, we just came in bringing
right,
it up.
We're tagging you in for the hot tag, brother.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. The list of things that WWE does wrong. We'll begin with tag teams.
Yeah,
and
very
here,
bad tonight.
Here we go with the talent we have on the roster right now. And then this situation is so highlighted. And I don't want to give AEW does the same fucking thing right now. Honestly, we've been talking about that.
What?
But I don't want to get into that too far. We'll talk about that Wednesday
What are you
night.
saying?
So we have two very capable tag teams fighting in the locker room, right? Another capable tag team doing a horrible promo with Kelly Kelly.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
Especially when they did the mouth version of her
Right.
intro.
We got another legit tag team getting squashed by Drew, which I like the Drew segment, but still another tag team.
It was fine.
So here we go. We got 4 legit contender type tag teams on the Raw roster, all being used like puppets, while you have 4 singles competitors.
3 of them backstage.
Yes, yeah. While you have 4 singles competitors battling over the WWE Tag Team Championships.
Champion.
Now, I'm cynical. We all are because we watch this so much.
Well, you are.
I am. Is it because I watch so much that I think this is so horrible?
I don't know.
Or
He
is it just fucking
flip-flops between
horrible?
rose-colored and cynical
No,
lately.
I'm honest is what I am. There's good times and there's bad times.
Is that what
I'm
it is?
Yeah.
That's what
I
you
would
call it?
never use that word to describe.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
No problem.
You're welcome.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, so anyway,
Keep you honest.
My point. Thanks for you're shitting all over my point by your shenanigans. So anyway, I'm just that's my point. You guys want to interject on this? Thank you for having the podcast with me. I'm in a good mood, exciting, talking about wrestling.
am I.
And,
No,
and
no,
I
you're-
mean, I
and you're
100%
fucking laughing like little school
I
kids playing with your
100%
balls.
agree. You have Kelly show up a second night in a row for no reason,
That wasn't
just
the point
to
of the-
talk
I don't
to
care about
Street
Kelly.
Profits backstage.
Thanks for that.
You have the AOP and Viking Raiders, which should have been the match last week. AOP should have been the one that challenged them because they're the legit tag team. But no, now they're just wrestling backstage in the end of a stupid segment back and forth between KO and Seth and Joe going, do you really think it's taped? Do you really think we're going to fall for that?
Yeah, that was weird.
That went on too long.
It did.
And they were like,
And it
kinda
wasn't
like,
a good enough payoff.
they're kind of like breaking kayfabe and all that shit.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, oh, we've seen this before. This is probably taped. And like you guys are going to come out and jump us.
There was nothing wrong with that. We know
mind
production.
that.
Oh, no.
Production kayfabe.
How
You
many-
don't
I think they're
watch
being-
something and think it's live when it's a sitcom.
How many times in the past have we seen the pre-recorded video and then
Sure.
the sneak attack? I think it's no problem to talk about what we've seen a million times. We're not idiots.
You know what it felt like?
What?
It kind of felt almost like Cabin in the Woods. Like how like they're like, talking about and like, just
You said 3 times and I still don't know.
you've never seen Cabin in the Woods?
No, your point is not being made at all. You're just saying a bunch of like words that have no connections.
I'm saying like they would point out all the things that go on in like all the horror movies. So like they were pointing out everything that goes on in fucking wrestling stories.
See that's the point. You didn't say
Well,
that
I
before.
didn't think I had to fucking spell it out for you.
You
like,
didn't say anything close to
You,
it.
you don't know the main plot
Hey,
of Cabin in the Woods?
Teddy's on the board. You,
You-
need to spell everything
you said
out.
I figured saying Cabin in the Woods,
You
you'd
said
be like,
you said Cabin in the Woods in the how they do. That's what you said.
well,
I'm just
well,
well, you know.
Jay and Soji have joined us late.
Hey,
What's up,
guys.
guys?
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, again, what I said, they're programming Frankenstein teams like they always do going into Mania.
Yeah.
They never try to push the division.
Yeah, here's the thing, man, and I'm sure we're not the only podcast out there or wrestling talk show that brings this point up. I think it's very obvious. So, and we know that they listen to some podcasts just to see what the vibe is out in the world, in the fandom world, whatever. I can't imagine what is it going to take. I mean, if all your fans are going, dude, can we just see a tag division? I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand why they think that shitting on the tag teams is. Here's my.
Even NXT, you got the Broserweights in the
Right.
Dusty Classic final.
If you're listening,
They've
WWE,
had 2 matches.
If you're listening, WWE, take this to heart. So many headlining singles competitors started out in tag teams. The difference was they had a tag team division where they could flourish. You could see them hold a title. You could watch them in rivalries. You could watch them set up storylines with promos. I mean, there was a whole formula to creating these future single stars from the tag division. And now you're just like, yeah, fuck the tag division. We're just not going to use them. Fuck them. I don't know. It's beyond obvious to me and beyond idiotic to not see the obvious.
Well, and back in the old days, this is how you really made teams. Bret Hart came from the tag team division. Shawn Michaels came from the tag team division. Why? Because it was a legitimate tag team division.
Right. Well, that's exactly my point.
And when you had the Hulkamaniacs or whatever, you didn't put the straps on them. You
Yeah.
just had them do, we got to fight the Twin Towers.
I mean, what I was about to say, even like you could go to the Skyscrapers. You could say that Taker started in the tag division. Sid Vicious started in the tag division. A lot of great stars started in the tag division, but there was a tag division.
John Moxley started in the tag division.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if that's
Well,
Roman
I mean, if
Reigns.
you guys
You
really
say
like-
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins if you want to do that.
he was
technically.
he was immediately in a 3-person faction.
speaking of
Edge
John Moxley,
absolutely started in a tag team.
Edge, yeah.
if you guys
great
like
one.
tag team
Edge
wrestling,
and
you should
Christian are
watch
the
on Wednesdays.
The first legit tag team
Bubba-
to have 2 world champs.
Bubba Ray.
Yeah, but
Well, he had a successful singles career outside of WWE.
sure. I'll give
Yeah,
it to you.
Aces and Eights. He had a good storyline. He's
Booker T.
an ex-wife or ex-husband of Brooke Hogan still.
Booker T came from there. Ultimate Warrior and fucking Sting. There you go. I mean, little different story
Okay,
there.
Yeah,
That's a little.
I'm-
That's a
I'm
reach.
You want to say
stretching
that
it.
you go with Taker.
I'm stretching
back to the WCW days.
I'm just saying that's where the development of your superstars starts.
What's
in
up,
my
Iron
opinion.
Meds?
So okay, so we can get off this. We talked about this for a while.
There's someone named Rossum Jew on the board, and I just want to
Is that
point
you?
that out. No, it's not me.
Are you sure?
It's not me.
I'm not angry, guys. I'm just everybody's.
I don't think you're
No,
angry.
I'm just telling.
No.
This is something that frustrates me because I love wrestling and I like tag team divisions.
He's
if you have
passionately
one.
angry.
I'm-
But you know what? It could be worse. At least we're getting KO and Samoa Joe as a tag team. That's fucking cool. I'll take it.
Who?
No.
Those two guys
no.
have been the most misused guys.
I-
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter though. They still
so
have good matches.
They push KO through what I've said before. I've contested has been a pretty good storyline to get him where he was.
yeah.
They push him to be this singles competitor, this top baby face. Even emulating Steve Austin with the stunner, getting over with the crowd. They pushed that, and then their answer to that is, well, we got KO up to this high point. You know what? Let's throw him in a tag team with Joe. Why? Well, we got to do something with Joe. Since we're not going to push him singles, we got to do something with him. So we're going to put him with KO. Yeah.
No, I think that's
so.
just,
what about
this
KO's
is just
push?
the start of the story. I don't think that. I mean,
You don't
that's-
think so? I mean,
yeah,
they-
I don't. They're not going to continue as a team. This is obviously going to.
It has to devolve into something very
Right.
fast.
It's going to implode.
Okay. I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at it like a Band-Aid for me going, hey, we haven't done anything with Joe since he's been here. And what can we do with him? Well, we haven't put him in the tag division yet. Let's do that. Well, who can we tag him with? We've been pushing KO, but we're going to kind of move on now to something else. We want to get Joe and we want to get KO in Mania. So maybe we'll just put them together as a tag team. Okay, so then maybe Joe can get a belt. Oh, yeah, okay, that might work. I see that as being a lazy fix in the writing room. That's just me. So hey, what are you gonna do? Okay.
Real quickly on the board,
Yeah.
Sklenner is in your corner. He says Rob's passionate. Soji says same thing. He goes, I can relate. So I mean, not everybody's against you, Rob. Thinking you're the angry elf.
Thank
Just
you.
Adam.
Thank you for that moment of clarity. I certainly do appreciate that.
Hey, you say I don't read the good stuff.
Brian, do you have another topic?
Go to Adam.
That would be a no. Okay, Adam.
Last topic here, or to close that last topic out. Sklenner says, I bet you that KO Joe thing has no end and no spin out story. It will just poof end. Probably will.
Maybe.
Just like this topic.
No, absolutely.
My next one is Becky got a brand new bag. Her little attitude tonight wasn't terrible, but the thing is much like the tag team division, you have not built a solid contender in waiting, and we're all anxiously waiting to shit on another Charlotte Becky feud here. Like you said, Rob, that promo that Becky cut tonight, she set everything up to say, here comes Shayna. Just like the way they did it in NXT. Here comes Rhea. Shayna's beaten everyone in a year. We have no more contenders. Oh, here comes someone from NXT UK. In this case, you would say, here comes someone from NXT. Shayna walks in. Fans wanted it at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Bayley was in there as a triple threat, and it wasn't a terrible match, but it wasn't as good as it could have been, I think, if it was one-on-one. And now here you have just Becky going, I'll do whatever. I'll take on I don't know.
Here's my thing about it. I thought Shayna was going to premiere debut on Raw tonight.
Disappointing that she didn't.
Well, no. After I thought about it, I'm disappointed she didn't debut on the main roster, so to speak. But then I was starting to think about it. So she had 8 eliminations last night, tying for the record with Bianca, who said it before her in that match on the same night. So you have these 2 new or NXT superstars that are probably going to be on the main roster fairly soon.
Yeah.
You're pushing both of them as being kind of beast mode, very powerful, very strong. Very powerful, very strong, the strongest, the brightest. And you separated them in that match, right? You didn't tie them together, which I think is intentional because we know because of the WWE rule that Bianca Belair is going to Raw,
yeah.
All right, to be with her husband Montez. Now, the thing with that is
even engaged. I mean, look at Seth and Becky and Charlotte and Andrade.
Well, they got engaged on Raw. You don't go up engaged. I'm not going to do this again. I'm not. Okay. So
well, I mean,
I want to get to my point. Please let me get to my point. Okay, stop. Please stop. So you clearly were pushing Bianca in the Rumble to build her main roster profile. Clearly push it. There's no doubt. If you argue that, you're an idiot. Bottom line.
We're not arguing.
Nope.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you as
you were
the
staring
masses.
daggers
Well,
at
I
me.
mean, you were
Okay.
calling us idiots.
Okay, let me get back to my point. And you're clearly pushing Shayna, obviously, too, to be that. So if Bianca's going Raw, Shayna's going SmackDown. So why would Becky address Shayna? Why would Shayna come out to address Becky
Sure.
when now you need a new contender on SmackDown because Lacey Evans is gone, right? Who's old mean Bayley going to take on now?
Sasha, again.
Well, I know.
Well, Sasha apparently the board is saying is kayfabe hurt according to
She
DDP.
is, yeah.
So you bring Shayna in, Shayna as not necessarily a face, but she's going to get a pop against the heel Bayley.
I think just because she's new, right?
Right. So my point here is the Becky thing you're saying you didn't like. I don't think it's that big a deal because I think Shayna's going to show up there. Bianca's going to lose to Rhea, and then she's going to debut. Bianca's probably going to debut Monday after Mania.
So it's really Bianca's fault that we don't get Shayna on Raw.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so.
Okay.
Well,
I
they're
think-
saying, though, if you bring Shayna up and she's fighting Bayley, that's heel. Maybe they take Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte's been fighting Asuka and stupid other heels. Charlotte could, but again, that doesn't make sense because Andrade's there. I don't know.
I think Shayna's one of those that you don't get too caught up in the heel babyface dimensions there.
Yeah, well, they're saying John Pollock and Meltzer are still reporting that on their podcast.
Who, Uncle Dave?
Yeah,
What are
they're
they
saying
reporting?
that Shayna's still Becky's opponent at Mania.
Okay, well, we'll see. Uncle Dave has been wrong more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just to your point, Brian.
Yeah.
Is that Shayna's one of those that you don't have to necessarily put in one or the other box. If she comes up, she got fanfare last night at Royal Rumble. She got a pop when she came out. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
The Mark fans are fucking into her. So you can put her against Bayley and not necessarily makes her a babyface. And it doesn't necessarily make Bayley a babyface. It's just one of those where, hey, I'm here now. You might be bad, but I'm badder, and I want your belt.
Plus, like her character, I mean, even just take out the whole Bianca thing and her, going to Raw, going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Shayna's character fits SmackDown a lot more. Like, she's more, she has the MMA background.
And they need it.
Blah. Yeah, they do. Oh, absolutely.
They
have
do.
a gaping. Yeah, I mean, they have a giant hole right now.
I mean,
in their
SmackDown's
women's division.
roster is like is still better, but almost AEW. No,
Excuse me,
nothing's
what?
even that bad for the women.
What?
You're gonna argue that the women's
What?
that the women on AEW are good?
Better than the SmackDown division?
No, SmackDown's still better than AEW.
Oh my
Here's
God.
the thing, okay?
You're crazy.
Still.
Here's
You're
the thing to
crazy.
just
Still.
shut
You're
Brian
crazy.
the hell up
Still.
before he goes
I will
off on a
fight you.
tangent there. Brian, the division of talent on Raw and SmackDown, even if it's booked horribly, completely eclipses AEW's
Not true.
talent and booking. So
I will send you some matches, all right, that you should check out. Also, I just want to clarify too, like the whole people that are married and stuff. Like there are instances where people can go to other shows and vice versa.
They can go to the other show, but they're booked as talent onto the show of their spouse.
they want them to travel together and not end up like Lita and Matt Hardy
No, I'm just fucking with Rob.
or
I hate
Edge
you
and
for
his
that.
first two
What-
wives.
Any- I just wanna poke the
any other topics?
The board wants to talk about right now because we got there. Andrade, getting suspended 30 days
So what's the deal with this?
is what they're saying.
Somebody explain it to me.
For failing a drug test, and DP says, "Well, U.S. tournament title or U.S. title tournament coming." Here's the thing: if that fucking shit was true, why wouldn't they finally let Carrillo win tonight?
Right.
Yeah, they would like try to
'Cause that
take it off
guy
as
is-
quick as possible.
Well,
Okay,
they did play a injury angle here, so he might have took the bump. You saw at the end. Well, you know what? You two weren't watching. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me, because I was doing other things. You
Look,
fucking-
I'm not.
I love how you.
I'm not. No. I'm not criticizing.
Yeah,
I'm just
Rob was
saying.
producing a video.
I'm saying within.
POV.
I'm saying within this topic
Mhm.
of conversation.
Yep.
You two may have not seen at the
Oh,
end
Fair enough.
when Andrade took the big bump down
Fair enough.
and played the kayfabe. Or the,
But that's my point, Rob. If you're kayfabe
Okay.
injuring him or
Mhm.
injuring him,
Yeah.
why not just give the title to Carrillo?
Why? I mean, what's the
Because
why?
he needs to win it.
Yeah,
You
they
can't just
they
take
they
it.
still have a story plan for Andrade in this belt. They don't just you popped on a test. You'll be back in 30 days. So we're just gonna destroy everything we've been working on towards Mania. They probably got Andrade's build to Mania already written. Let's just throw it out the door. I don't think so. This way they can just set him off. Humberto can take a break. They bring it back fresh in a month from now. And it's not overblown for us, so they can reintroduce it, and we might get something new from it.
Well,
It's fine.
I agree with Bang Bus here, though. Carrillo is like watching paint dry. For the lucha style of wrestling, which is fast paced and
Yeah.
kind of energetic, he is slow to each spot.
Yeah.
Watch tonight's match closely. There's a couple times where he went on the rope and he had to get his balance before springing off of it. And Andrade looks like a fucking fool standing there waiting for the spot.
Now, apparently he's a Heyman guy. That's what I've heard. So,
Gorillo.
And
Yeah.
Berto says that the reason Andrade got popped is because Charlotte snuck hormones into his drink, probably.
those are my hormones.
Yeah.
Come here and give me a kiss. Oh, sorry. That was my vagina.
Come on, Rob.
Who's the man tonight?
Are you
Oh,
done? You
come
guys
on.
are your topics there?
No, I got one more.
Go
I
ahead.
got one more actually. A quick hitter.
Go ahead.
Go with Brian's. He's
Uh,
a quick hitter.
How about Ray versus MVP?
Okay.
How about seeing MVP back on Raw? I didn't think that he was going to be back. I thought yesterday it was just going to be like a one-off, and then he was going to ride off into the sunset.
Well, I
but
think he's riding off now. I will
you
say
think that's
this.
it?
No, wait, I do. I don't wish it was.
And I thought it was
He's
just
not terrible.
no. I mean,
No.
it was a good match, and I
And I
just
liked
thought it
his
was
character back in the day.
it was completely random him having a match against Ray. Like
Yeah.
I wonder why they did
Look,
that. They didn't really explain it.
I don't like to see them bringing in the old veterans, right? The old veterans, the Attitude Era veterans all the time. And we'll get to Edge eventually in this conversation. But the Attitude, the Kurtz and everything, it's good to have them come back from nostalgic moments. But I don't necessarily need to see them in the storylines in the
Right.
shows every week. That could get old. But we don't see a lot of like PG era fucking or what's the other one?
Like mid
Bruce-
2000s.
Right. We don't
Yeah.
see those kind of veterans. Now, he looked good in the ring.
You look good.
He looks like he's in good shape.
Yeah.
We know he can talk on the mic.
He's a collar and elbow sponsored athlete, also.
Absolutely. So he probably doesn't get a shirt.
Probably.
So, so take the promo code, whatever. We're not making it. I don't-
This is a
So-
tried and true thing.
So
by the
for
way.
me, bring him back. Give him a little contract. And here's what you do. We talked about this, and I'd be completely okay with it. Start a faction with him,
With MVP.
MVP,
Mhm.
and the Street Profits, and allow the
We
Street.
know Vince likes to keep the black people together,
Well,
so that makes sense.
I mean that is an obvious criticism there. I agree, but in this case, it's a veteran. It fits. Just personality wise, it fits is what I mean. Okay, so in this, you put somebody like Montez, who's still young to the industry, right? Still learning his how to do his thing.
Sure.
Got all the talent in the world to succeed. Maybe you put him in a faction with MVP in front of him, kind of like you did with Ron Simmons and The Rock.
Most valuable profits.
It works, and I think that would be good. I don't. The rumor's been thrown around that they would do that with Booker, but that'd be more of a managerial thing. I don't need that with the Profits.
No, I don't want them with
MVP
Booker.
could be involved in the ring talent to work with the Profits and build them and teach them how to be a little bit more ring presence in the ring.
But why does it have to be Booker?
Stike Leather points it out. I
No,
was
it
trying
was
to
a
get
rumor.
to the point, but Rob Ranallo wasn't done. They did the same thing with Mr. Perfect after the O2 Rumble. They've been doing this for a little while, bringing a guy back in the Rumble
Yeah.
for a couple matches here and there.
No, nobody's arguing that. We
You
all
know,
know that.
I don't
So
think.
Santina's going to come back?
you know,
now?
a little short run.
Read the shit we don't know. I mean, we knew that.
Okay, the shit we don't know. MVP and Street Profits versus Crime Time and Velveteen Dream. If Vince has his way. that's from Berto. There.
I'm
Any
not-
more
I'm
topics?
not, I'm not touching that.
Any more topics?
My last topic is rated RK Renew. They got me in the feels a little bit. We had a potential pop for an rated RKO reunion, and then Randy does what he fucking always does. is just oozes hate. Hey, Brian,
Hey, what?
Randy Orton,
Yeah.
heel or face?
Of course he's.
Yeah, after
Come on.
tonight,
Come on.
I
brother.
like that he hit him with the concerto. That's Edge's signature, dickhead move outside of, the bells,
Mhm.
if you will, or if it's a falls count anywhere stipulation match. But I like that he did it to himself.
Mm.
He did the whole thing. Hey, you kept me in. I thought it was great little subplot. You kept me in check when you were here. You haven't been there in 9 years, and Randy's fucked up in the head now.
Yeah.
Is the story they kind of told.
I look. I like the and I don't want to kind of move past it too quick because I want to get back to it. But I like the fact that the Randy and the Edge thing. It was a very much welcome home. You say you're home. This is what home is. Welcome home. When I go see my dad, he punches me in the fucking arm. Welcome home.
Ooh, Juan's got a point. What if he'd done the punt kick to the head? Remember Randy used to do that?
I mean, that'd be fine too. They played the neck angle, which I think was great. I don't want to hurt you. You're my friend, but
Right.
I'm gonna fuck your neck up. I want to give credit real quick to the promo. It's not every day that we get a promo of a returning legend, especially somebody who was so, out with such a finality. Right? It was done. He was gone. Never to return.
He fought for the championship at Mania and retired the next night.
Right.
And nobody saw it coming.
Yeah, and it was done, complete, never coming back. Nobody was on podcasts going, I bet you Edge is going to come back like they
No.
do CM
Yeah, this
Punk or
is
something.
kayfabe injury.
Oh yeah, he was done, and to see the story of him come back, to see his emotions when he returned at Rumble, to see his emotions tonight. These are moments in wrestling that I really, really like because as much as we shit on the storylines and the products and we criticize and we think we can do things better than the writers and Vince and everyone else, when you see these real moments, these real touching moments as a fan, it's fucking fantastic. It is a really good watch. And so
It translates. Like you
It
can tell
does.
when things are real. Like
Yeah,
he
and it-
genuinely wanted to be out there.
It's going to translate to one of those movies like Sticking Your Neck Out for Friendship, the Adam Copeland story. Now that's what DP says on the board. One of those
again,
gets in the
we don't
feels.
need to read everything they put down there.
That's a fun. Oh, you're a dick.
I'm just
Wow,
saying. I'm just saying.
sour.
So great to have Edge back. I do like that. I asked you when we were watching it. It's a 3-year deal, right?
3 years, yeah.
3-year deal. So he's in the ring, and he's honest too. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Remember Sting? We thought we get 2 years out of Sting. We got
Nothing. Thanks to Seth.
Yeah, Seth fucked him up too early. He couldn't handle it.
Ooh, Stike brings up a good point. Since Edge is back, do you think we get a Christian run at all? Little return?
No, Christian
No.
had concussion.
Yeah,
problems. His wasn't neck. He actually had like brain stuff. from
Yeah,
that.
I think he wants to be done.
Yeah.
If I was him, I would want to be done.
I wouldn't be surprised though to see the both of them like in the ring together at
Oh,
some
they-
point.
yeah,
in the
they'd
near
definitely
future,
tease
you
it.
know?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Especially since they're both there.
I'm curious how far they'll go with him though. Like, will he have a run? I mean, Rock came back. I know it's The Rock, but Rock came back for 2 years or so, and he had the title run, right? Will we see, especially right now with Drew and Brock about to mix it up, and you see the title maybe looking to new pastures?
Yeah.
Will we see a return to old and see the strap around Edge?
Maybe.
I don't think it would be a bad thing if he had the strap. If he's back, like, I know Michaels,
strap.
was a kayfabe injury when he came back. It was pretty much his kids were back in school and he could do it now. But the way they did that, he was off the strap for a minute and they had to throw it on him because of the Triple H injury, but they fixed it. I don't see a problem with Edge as long as it's not a long title run. If you're trying to give it to him for a year, don't give him the strap. If you want to have him win it at Money in the Bank and somebody else takes the ultimate opportunist to task with the briefcase, I'm fine with that.
what about
I
like
disagree.
Chamber or something? Like
just
that?
just don't do
I
a long title run.
I completely disagree.
Plus, I don't think he's going to be in one
Not
of those.
surprised.
He's not going to be in one of those gimmick fucking matches. That's the whole thing.
No,
that kinda
no.
ruined his
He's not
career.
in the gimmick match. I'm saying he wins the
He
title
would
that
lose it
night,
there.
and then he turns around and loses.
Yeah, see, look, to me, giving
Oh, I like that
to
actually.
now giving Edge a
Thank
title,
you, Brian.
giving Edge a title, and then immediately taking it from him. Who fucking wants that?
No. I think
No,
I think
because
at
it
the-
wouldn't matter to give a guy that's got 11, number 12. Who gives a shit?
But it's not.
And then you
it's not
have
about that. It's not about how many titles he has. He's fucking returning to finish the career in his terms and to be Edge, to give
exactly.
us Edge.
He's finishing the career on
So
his
we
terms.
go,
He wins the belt, and it's immediately
Edge,
taken
Edge
from
gets
him.
the belt
What
for
a
a week.
great
Oh, wonderful.
challenge.
That's so great.
No.
Edge gets the belt. Everybody pops.
No.
Everybody's excited. Oh, and then we're going to take it from him in a
No.
week. That's stupid.
Have it happen twice. Have him win it. You'll have a little short run. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think a year actually is a good run. I
He'll
think a
lose
year
it,
would be fair.
And then he'll win it.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Everybody's
sorry, Kevin
getting
Nash.
a year run.
And then he'll win it back, and then he'll
That's why no
lose
challengers
it
have been created.
When's your
case.
fucking year run? What were you saying, Brian? I'm sorry. Asshole had to say something.
I know.
As
He's mumbling.
Stop typing on the board against us. I mean, this is the fucking. Oh, you and the
He's
board.
trying to rally
Okay,
them.
here's the board. Berto says the Summer Saudi show will have this main event: Sting versus Edge versus Paige versus Daniel Bryan versus Christian. If you break your neck, you lose.
See, again, you
Yeah,
just
why do you
don't
read
need to
that?
read some
Why do you read
things.
that?
It's so
Fine.
okay.
All right,
I'm
there.
gonna move on to my final topic. Are you done?
I'm done.
We're excited
so.
about Edge.
Yeah, we're ready to hear more from you.
Hey ladies, are you ready for your cat daddy, Roddy Rob? Let me tell you a little story. Go ahead and all pull yourself up a chair, maybe your bed, and get ready for the soothing sounds of the Roddy's Rant. Oh yeah.
All right, so I've been accused lately of ranting too much. So I figured, fuck y'all. I will bring back the Roadies Rant, if not for a weekly edition, at least today, at least tonight. So here we go. Here's my Roadies Rant, my full-fledged angry elf, if you want, for all of the masses, but especially for WWE management, which will probably never hear this, but in case you do, let me tell you my opinion here. You need to keep me interested. You need to keep me interested. You started out tonight's Monday Night Raw with a great opening segment, quick to the point, loved it. You finished with an emotional high, followed by some tragic lows. It was to the point, it was emotional, I loved it. The bookends, everything in between, I couldn't pay attention.
It was fluff.
I couldn't keep my eyes on it. I couldn't. Stop here's the thing. Stop playing around or only showing attention to 20% of the talent on your roster. Because again, as we talked about in the tag division and needing a tag division, or even some of these solo competitors that you just shit on because you only pay attention to one or two storylines at a time, is you have so much talent not getting out there, not being allowed to breathe, that you never know who your next big thing is going to be. If you remember back to, and oh my God, I know I'm gonna go back to the Attitude Era for a minute. I know it's sacrilegious to do that anymore, but if you go back to that Attitude Era, you'll notice that every segment had something interesting to it. Whether you started out with Hunter doing his thing with Vince, and then the next one was fucking Moppy and Head, and then the next one you had fucking Blackman with kendo sticks. Every segment had an interesting story. You were allowing all these talent to go out there and show you something different, experiment, and dip into the grab bag and see what worked. And now you're like, no, go out there, do this on this fucking script. You're going to do this. It's going to be uninteresting. It's going to be unpalatable. And then you're going to come back in and you're going to wonder why your pushes don't last long. You're going to wonder why you're not getting over with the fans. And it's going to be our fault because we only care about two storylines at a fucking time.
Well, and the other thing, Rob, they're not building up. Title runs are not because of the reign. Oh, I held it for a year. It's how many contenders you beat. Did you beat all challengers? Did you have some good rivalries? Did you have some great matches? If you're not booking consistently, you're never building legit rivals. You're having Lacey Evans quality for the entire summer to lose. It just doesn't make sense.
No.
Or Shinsuke Nakamura to lose all summer. They've done it a
Yeah.
lot when they try to get to that next level. And that's why I don't think Edge should have a long title run if he gets it, because you
why
need to
circle
build
it back?
new guys.
I was doing a whole different topic, and you had to
I thought
circle
it's Rody's Rant.
Yeah,
right? Isn't this
it
Rody's
was,
rant?
but asshole Adam had to jump in and just kind of take the flavor. I hear what you're
Sorry,
saying, and
it
I
was
don't.
on the same topic.
Okay, thank you. I hear what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you, except until you got to the bullshit about Edge at the end. But what I'm saying,
Ignored my point.
okay, shut the fuck up. My God, I gotta speak now. What I'm saying is that you need to add, call them gimmicks. call them story arches or something. You got to add something to these fucking rivalries.
Like you said, Moppy
you
in the
can't
head.
just have to go out. Yes, you can't just go out there and have a match.
Well, it's 50-50 booking. They'll win this week, they'll win, and then
Yeah.
they'll lose the next week.
That's
and
what
then
I
they'll have
said.
another blow-off.
Consistent
But
booking
again,
is
again,
making
I-
no
I-
rivalries interesting.
Nobody's arguing that, but that wasn't the point of my rant.
Okay, Brian thought it was too.
I didn't think that was the point. And don't include me into your fucking maniacal thoughts.
No, I agree. You need a gimmick that's entertaining. Rob is what you're trying to go with. Moppy was stupid, but we were entertained by it. Eugene was stupid, but we were entertained by it. They didn't need championships to wrestle. They just needed matches to
Right.
get on TV.
But I don't want to get caught up in the physical gimmick, but I also mean the story gimmick. Things had storylines to it. I mean, there was, I'm fucking stealing your dog from you, or
Right.
it was more than just I want to fight you, beat you up, or there was
What's their purpose? Why are they even having a match in the
right.
first place? Like, what's the
who
logic?
and the what?
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
All right. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Heel or face?
Mhm.
Becky Lynch.
I mean, face.
You don't think tonight was a little bit of a kind of a
No.
I'm the baddest bitch fucking
Not
No.
that it matters, but the board agrees. They said the same thing, that it felt like Becky went a little heelish.
Why would she turn heel right now?
why not?
I mean, the ego she was strutting tonight, like I'm the.
Do you think it's
know.
because of a returning babyface Ronda Rousey?
It could be.
It could be
Really?
because
Yeah,
Charlotte's going to be face.
It could be. Well,
But no, the crowd is going to boo
No,
the
I can
fuck
see it.
out of her.
Becky starts to be annoyingly heel, right? Like a Seth, almost like Seth. It's over the top. I'm the greatest. People are gonna start getting tired of it, and then all of a sudden she comes out and she's like, Ronda Rousey, I'm gonna smack the fucking whatever out of your mouth and
Yeah.
bring you back down a peg. I can see that. I
mean,
don't want it. I don't want it.
I was like throwing out conspiracy theories. I didn't think you guys were going to roll with it, but if we're going to talk about it, then fine. Really, dude, if she came back as a babyface, the crowd would fucking eat her alive. There's
Ronda?
no-
Oh yeah. Oh no, but no.
They would turn on her. In
No,
a
yeah.
second.
If you and I were booking a show, but if Vince McMahon is not
They're
thinking
gonna
that.
love it.
Oh, she's fucking great.
Yeah.
They love her. She sells tickets and she's the greatest
She's
babyface
been gone
ever.
for a year.
Sklenner's quoting Bruce Pritchard. He always says, "The hotter the face, the better the heel." I mean, if she's floundering right now as the hot face that she was,
Yeah.
make her heel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what they did with Rollins to make him more interested.
Ebbs and flows, man. You can't stay one way forever unless your name is Hulk Hogan and it's the 80s. It's the only way you can be the fucking face for 10 years. Okay.
DP says next Brian's going to say, "What's my motivation?" And then Berto's going to say, "Hey, Brian, what's the motivation for this feud?"
What is the motivation?
Oh, that's a good topic. We can start doing that.
Well, they never tell us. So how the fuck are we supposed to know?
I don't know.
All right. I don't know.
All right. Real quick before we jump into the awards, I'm going to give you the rundown for what we did not talk about tonight. Kenneth Johnson versus Aleister Black. Aleister hit him with a little sweet music on the chin.
What was that name?
Kenneth Johnson.
Kenneth Johnson.
Yeah. Let's see here. R-Truth, No Way, Riddick Moss, and what's his fucking name? Mojo Riley all had a 24/7 orgy.
Yeah.
That
You
happened.
couldn't even complete No Way Jose's name.
Yeah. Yeah, Jose, sorry.
He's not even worth the third syllable or the fourth.
Lana versus Liv Morgan in a scissor match. Liv Morgan wins. Eric
Scissor.
Rowan versus the random jobber again. We still don't know what's in the box.
Wait, so he keeps beating random jobbers, but he's eliminated in 8 seconds. from the
Excuse you.
Rumble.
His name is Brandon Weiss.
Brandon
All right,
Weiss. Thank you
Brandon
very
Weiss.
much.
Shout
All
out Brandon Weiss.
Big hoss.
And that is all that we did not talk about tonight for Monday Night Raw. Yeah, let's move into let's have some fun.
Award time.
Award time
Interesting episode
of what?
of fucking Raw, man. There were some good matches, but then I mean I'm looking at the card.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot of retread. I mean, you had Asuka and Charlotte battle forever, and you had Andrade.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
And fucking Carrillo battle
Yeah.
forever.
Charlotte and
They just did
Asuka
that
had
yesterday.
a match. It was a good match.
It wasn't a bad match.
But why?
Yeah, no
But-
point.
But why?
Yeah.
Doesn't elevate your tag team championships for the women, and Charlotte does nothing with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go, boys and girls. It's our award segment for the night. The awards tonight will be as follows: the marked out moment of the night, your Pink Slip Award, the booking fail, and MVP of the week. We're gonna start this one out, Brian, with his marked out moment.
My marked down moment actually came during the Aleister Black match when he just hit the Black Mass fucking completely out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it wasn't even like set up or anything. It
Yeah.
wasn't even telegraphed. Like the match had just started, and I
Yeah.
don't think it clipped him right in the fucking jaw.
I can confirm that you actually did mark out. I watched
did.
you pop.
You were right there.
I saw that.
Yeah.
All right, well done. Coin for you.
Just, just a
My
corner.
marked out
Adam.
moment is the Drew getting to the fucking point at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I as well for that one. I witnessed you mark out for that.
Yeah.
Good job. My mark out moment, which I think everybody witnessed me mark out for here, was the chick in the green shirt with the glasses. Thank you for the multiple hits on that one.
Yeah, Kevin Dunn, you've redeemed yourself
Yeah,
a little bit.
A little bit.
Fucked up yesterday. but
Yeah, she was not ugly.
Who
She
was that?
I don't know. She looked like a Rosario Dawson with glasses.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said.
The Sasha
Yeah.
Banks.
A little
Like a
thicker.
mix.
Well,
a little thicker.
She had cannons. Sasha Banks doesn't even have pebble shooters or
Mixed
BB,
with,
BB guns.
He's got a little something.
Not compared to that girl that
Well,
we're talking about.
well, you know.
you know.
Mixed with Ted Danson.
Mark that moment for the board, please.
Marked out moments on the board. Let's see. Zelina taking her heels off. Her feet looked amazing as always. That's from
Why
Why
Bang
do
Bus
you read that?
being perverted.
Why do
not?
you read everything?
Why not? He finally lets me read the board. Marked out moment. The ending was just great. That's from Stike. MVP's music, and I popped. I'm coming. That's for Sklenner.
All right.
And going back, Soji says, where was it? Oh, never mind. I lost it.
Okay.
He says, marked
Great
out
job.
possible heel turn for Carrillo. I'm suddenly interested what they do with him. If anybody did a full heel turn besides the obvious Randy just being heel, Carrillo being aggressive there, maybe he is going heel.
Sure. Make
Maybe.
some changes.
Yeah.
It's not working what you got going right
well,
now.
I think they're taking Alina off of Friday.
You
And,
think so?
Yeah, definitely. They've been teasing it for the past few weeks.
All right.
And Jay is using his marked out to point out that Rob marked out for some rando in the crowd.
Hottie Rando.
He did.
That's your top award, though.
I mean, it's not-
Later, Juan. Good night. Thanks for trolling.
Bye,
Hey,
Juan.
Juan.
Bye, Juan.
Bye,
That wasn't
Juan.
actually Mr. Me earlier. That was Juan.
All right. Pink Slip Award, Brian or Adam, go first.
The Street Profits in-ring career. We get
my
more
God.
jobbers and Mojo Rawley out there than we do them.
Yeah, I can't. I wish I could argue. I really do.
It's been weeks.
Okay, go ahead, Brian.
Me?
Yeah.
Pink Slip. I want to give it to Asuka. And only, usually when I give the Pink Slip, it's just because I want them to go, I want them to leave, and I want them to do something else.
Yeah.
I want her to leave WWE. I want her to get out of there. I want her to be free. I want her to go over. I don't even care where she goes.
Yeah.
Just something else. That's
Okay.
all.
Just
All right.
go away.
Yeah. No, in a good way. I want her to do other things.
You want her to be
creatively.
prosperous
I want
somewhere
her to
else.
spread her wings. Yes.
Her success and future endeavors
Yeah, but in a good way.
in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay. My pink slip is gonna be. I mean, this is an obvious one. It's an easy one. Sorry if I took the cheap shot here, but Mojo. This gimmick, the football. I'm a football fan, but this is just. They should put him in like padless, the padless football pants and like a tight belly jersey.
Next
right?
week
Right.
he's gonna fight MVP for the use of that outfit.
Oh,
No, didn't fucking what's his face from Norman Smiley? He
You
used
gonna-
to come out. He used to come out in the football gear, like a helmet, the pads.
Yeah, dude. Let me tell you something. What
Norman
what
Smiley,
might
what
be
the
the
fuck?
what might be one of the worst things I've heard in ages. Like I would never hear this in a bar before a fight. Ever. I've never looked at anybody that I wanted to fight and went, "Yeah, come at me, bro. You're gonna get blocked." What? You gonna block me?
That's what those meatheads in the club say.
Sounds
I-
rapey.
No, nobody says that. I've been around some fucking idiots in the bars. I've never heard you're gonna get blocked.
Wait, what did Mojo call him? His offensive lineman?
His offensive lineman. You're gonna get blocked.
By the way, he has an offensive lineman that's smaller than him. His heavy is smaller than him.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Keith Lee would be like an offensive lineman.
man. I hate to be like disparaging, but that's stupid. You're that
I don't know,
Mojo.
man.
Mojo, this
At least it's not Gronk.
Mojo, this industry is not for you.
Nope.
You need to just accept that and go away.
All right, Spin Zone. At least he's trying to legitimize the 24/7.
Okay, they're using
No,
his character to
dude.
try.
little
Yeah,
bit.
that.
No,
And
he
that's
even
why
said
it's
it.
not
He
legitimate.
even said it.
But they're using his character. That's why it's not legitimate.
If you want my belt,
Yeah.
you're gonna get blocked.
Berto on the board. Pink slip. Carrillo does nothing for anyone. Stike says pink slip. Liv and Lana. Who cares? Pink slip. Charlotte's plastic surgery fixation.
No.
God, that's for DP.
She looks so bad after match.
OC pink slip for Bang Bus. Sklenner. Asuka and Sane, WWE, please use them if they are the tag team champs. Yeah, they've been just floundering.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of Kyrie supposed injury, but she wrestled last week, so there's nothing
I do
wrong
like
with
their promos though that they've been doing.
Riddick, Masa, Mojo, and Gronk, the blockers,
her. Yeah, my
The-
offensive line.
the chicken blockers,
The jock blockers.
the jock blockers. Yeah, jock. That's gonna be great. We're gonna call you. Picture it, the jock blockers. My God. All right. Next award is gonna be the booking fail. I'll start this one out. I'll go ahead and start this one out, and yeah.
We want the smoke. Talk to 'em.
I got nothing else to say.
Really?
They don't want
got,
the smoke.
You're
I get-
distraught.
I'm fucking distraught. It's not because, and I always say this, it's not because of any personal entanglements. I'm distraught because I see talent there, and I see talent. And I see entertainment as well.
And Dawkins has grown. He used to be a
Yeah,
big weak link,
They're-
and now he's not.
absolutely. I see entertainment, and I see potential, and I see just not being utilized.
Their
And-
promos are about other wrestlers and not in a bad way. Like, I want to challenge this guy. It's like, hey, they're awesome.
They keep saying we want the smoke, but I'm like,
Okay, when?
yeah,
Right. When?
yeah, like challenge somebody and say it.
Although I'd rather them not even like touch the tag division right now because there's not even fucking anything going on.
the bookers aren't touching it.
It's such a tragic waste of talent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's fucking horrible. So that's mine. I'll go ahead and give myself a. This is Roderick Strong. I approve this myth.
No surprise.
Yep. Brian, go first. Go next.
My booking fail
Yeah.
is whoever came up with the clever idea to call it the Claymore Party.
Oh,
I'm gonna fucking
petty.
flip the fuck out if that picks up.
Petty.
All right.
Petty.
There's one type of party.
Now when it
One type
right
of
now,
party.
right now it's petty.
Brian, you're so
That's
petty.
not petty.
Right now it's petty.
The Claymore Party.
Tom
Clearly,
Petty.
clearly they're ripping off the fucking Bucks.
Well,
okay.
not clearly
All right.
until. Okay, so right now it's petty, and not clearly until if Monday night there's a Claymore Party shirt.
They're obviously gonna have Claymore parties.
If Monday night
Rob,
there's a Claymore Party shirt, then I am eating the crow, and you were
Monday
absolutely
night,
right.
I'm gonna look right now if there's not a Claymore Party shirt
And,
right
and
now.
look, I'm not in any way delusional that probably is not going to happen. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Vince said it too. It's probably going to happen. So, but right now, it's pretty petty. Adam.
I got Asuka and Charlotte for nothing. Why is this match being booked again here? At least if Asuka had said something like, I want your Rumble spot. I want something. This match was inconsequential and ended with a no finish because Kyrie broke. I mean, this was the stupidest spot of the night, and you knew how well you did with the Drew coming out and announcing it now, starting a build to Mania. The bookends did something with the show tonight to build to Mania.
Yeah.
Charlotte was a missed opportunity here. She could have said anything. You could have had anyone else other than Asuka come out and interrupt her.
I agree with you, and I actually think I'd change it up a little bit, Adam. I think, since you had the big moment with Drew, and you needed to have that, Charlotte winning was underwhelming as far as, like, everybody was kind of like, fuck, of course Charlotte's going to win. The Rumble, the Women's Rumble was fantastic, but her winning was a travesty, I think, in most people's eyes. So, knowing that, why not just do a package about Charlotte winning? Give her the night off. Cut a take from her from earlier, being interviewed or some shit.
Go be with your man during his piss test.
Right. Do that.
Help him aim.
Right. So give her a package. Everybody can see that she won.
Giggity.
Right. And then have Asuka and Kyrie come out and defend their fucking tag titles.
Against anybody.
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 You-
Street Profits.
You
Frankenstein teams all the time. Do it again.
No, you just had a whole shitload of NXT girls. Even if they weren't going to win, you had a whole shitload of NXT girls at the Rumble. Grab two of those NXT girls, put them out there to challenge Asuka and Kairi Sane for the titles. Have them lose, but have it be a good match. Give them a good showing for when they do get bumped up eventually.
And for those who don't know, Houston is where they were last night. San Antonio tonight. They're about an hour drive.
It's a little longer, but
Whatever.
It's okay.
I mean, it's nothing.
It's
a skip.
It's a couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still. Booking fails on the board. The tag team division just ain't good. That's for Stike. Neither's your English. Not having Almas drop it. You're going to suspend him. Stupid. Have the title in limbo. That's from Daniel Price. Bailey. She doesn't have IT. Or she doesn't have it.
Hold on.
She wasn't great as a face and as awful as a heel.
Hold on.
That's Berto.
That title's in limbo even when it's on TV.
There you go. Doji, booking fail. The Profits, now private party's going to show him up just because they wrestle on AEW.
Oh,
Bang Bus, booking fail. Aleister Black, having him face enhancement talent only benefits one person, and that's the jobber, because now people are going to want to book them. It's very true. It's why I hate these fucking jobber matches repeatedly. That's why Rowan is not getting anywhere. He's eliminated in the Rumble in 8 seconds, beats Matt Hardy and nobody else.
I don't. You know what? I agree with you on the broader point there, but more narrow. Can Rowan get over? I don't think Rowan can get over.
Depends.
But you're stalling that
No,
decision.
I understand.
Put him out there and see.
Again, I agree with your point, but I'm asking a separate question here. Beyond that point, can he even get over?
yes.
You think he can really get over?
Yes. I would just like to see this story progress.
Because look, he had a moment where they pushed him hard, and that was at Survivor Series when he turned on when he was
Daniel
there,
Bryan.
when they were going against the Authority and all that shit, right? And he was supposed to be the savior and all, and they pushed him pretty hard, and yeah, he got a little fanfare, but I don't think he ever really got over.
But here's the thing, though, that we alluded to earlier. Brian, you can pick up this point if you want. The consistency of the booking. He's on a high. He's with Daniel Bryan,
You're
the
right.
top guy.
You're
and then
right.
he's in the tag team division. Then he's not
Yeah.
champs. Then he's not even with Daniel
You're
Bryan.
right.
Now he's
Yeah.
fucking with a box.
You're right. I don't think you could get him over.
he's with Harper 1 minute. He's not with Harper.
I think
Next he is.
I think he lacks a certain something. I think he'd be great in territory days.
Hey, get a Roddy ready for Bang Bus. Luke Harper scarified his body and went through 4 surgeries and still couldn't get Rowan over. I don't know that that's a real word.
Strong. I approve this method.
I think he meant sacrifice, and he just didn't spell it right.
No, good job reading this.
Yeah.
Chicken
Well,
scratch.
It's hard. Yeah.
I understand. Again, I don't think a makeover on Rowan. I just don't think he has that.
He's had too many makeovers. He's had too many inconsistent bookings. He's supposed to be a monster, and he gets bit by his pet every week.
Sometimes it's just you.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe.
I like him. He'll never be over with me.
I do too. I just want to see what's
He-
next with this story.
He
That's
cut
all.
some good promos when he got separate from Daniel Bryan, and they went nowhere.
All right, let's jump into the MVP of the
I got the
week.
hiccups.
Adam, MVP of the week.
Fucking Edge, man. You know, I'm sorry to say we did have a tragedy yesterday, and I know they're unrelated, but Edge was kind of a moment, you know, that, yeah, you saw someone's life end earlier, but Edge came back from a 9-year career-ending injury that we thought we'd never see him again, and that made me feel good for a little bit. And I'm not even an Edge fan,
You're not an edgehead?
not at all. But when his music hit, I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah. Yeah, your point's taken that it was an uplifting moment. I don't know if I compare it to the other, but that's
Well, no, I'm
semantics.
saying when,
I know
you,
what you're
when you're
saying. No,
down, it's nice to have an
Yes.
uplifting
Right.
moment.
It
That's
is.
my point.
Positive
You're
story.
right. You're right. I'm with you. No, I'm not shitting on it. Go ahead, Brian.
Mine actually MVP of the week is fucking Marty Scurll. This guy just showed up in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know that. He showed up tonight in the show in Raleigh that they had for the New Beginning show that they're doing in the U.S. They have a little.
Well,
kinda
isn't he a
tour.
booker now?
Well, he's a booker for Ring of Honor, but now he's showing up in New Japan. He also has ties with NWA right now, so it's fucking crazy what the hell he's everywhere. I mean, he's not going to be in AEW right now, but at least he's everywhere else. 2-0. Fucking crazy.
Okay, Brian.
Brian's only allowed to talk for
Challenge-
20 seconds. Rob can talk for 20
He
minutes.
challenged motherfucking Jay White.
Yeah, damn right. I'll talk as long as I fucking want to. I own the microphone. How about that shit?
It's his show.
I pay for the motherfucking podcast.
Yeah,
He's
why
the
don't you whip
host.
it out on the table so everybody can see
All right.
why you have to constantly show your weight?
MVP of the week. So I put Bianca, and
Oh, that's a good one.
and I think she absolutely deserves that. I think she's the weekend. I think belongs to her in several different ways. But I'm going to give you an MVP of the week that you might not like and that you might not agree with. I'm giving my MVP of the week to Lana.
Oh,
I know.
Rob,
Look.
are you
I
okay?
get it. I get it. I get it.
Do you have that Corona? What was that
She-
shit called?
She makes my fucking coronavirus.
Yeah.
She makes my fucking skin crawl. I get it. Everybody's like, oh fuck, what? When she comes out, you throw up in your mouth. You're like, I don't even want to deal with this. This is so stupid. I don't want to do it. But here's the thing: if she left tomorrow, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, bye. If I never see you again, my life will be fine. No changes. But if I have a promotion and I want to get some heat, she's bringing it right now. Say what you want about her. Call her what you want. But she's bringing the fucking heat for the crowd. I'd appreciate you pay attention to me on the podcast.
I am totally listening.
Okay, no, you're not. So, but I'm serious. I don't.
I'm not allowed to talk, so why listen? Oh, he's gonna get mad again.
Yeah, I am because I can't get to the fucking point because you got to know look it's on the board. Anyway, my point is that I think she's doing what she's supposed to do right now, and whether you hate her as a wrestler, fine. If you hate her as a person, fine. If you think she's if you just hate everything about her, fine. But you cannot deny that she is performing. She's doing what she's getting paid to do.
She's doing it the best to her ability,
Which is not,
with what she's given. And no, she's doing a great job.
Yeah, she's a magnet to fucking heat right now,
Yep.
and it's fucking great. I'm not gonna lie. I love to fucking hate her, and I gotta give her props for that. I really do. Whether it's her natural ability to just annoy the fuck out of people, or if she's truly pushing that angle,
Or her in and out Russian accent.
either way, it doesn't matter, dude. Come on, seriously.
She does it.
All the people in the history of wrestling who have gone through accents or gimmicks. Come on, don't be a dick.
She does it in the same
Not all of them.
sentence.
All right. whatever.
Anyway, MVP's on the board. Jay says Tony Storm's booty. Amen.
Oh,
Jason says
yeah.
Edge 100%. Bianca for Berto. He says, didn't she get the Rumble elimination record? She did, but then Shayna
Shayna
tied
tied
it
it,
20
yeah.
minutes later. Stike says MVP, I give it to Drew. Finally getting the main event push that he should have gotten a couple
Yeah,
years ago.
It's a good one.
Soji, Edge made me smile as I was sad all day yesterday as well, Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, it did.
It was a good point.
MVP of the
Yeah.
week. Oh, bang bus. Like this one. The guy in the crowd who had the Lana cheats more than the Astros sign last
That's
That's
wonderful.
fucking fantastic.
night. And Daniel Price points out Rob ate some bad shrooms again, but Adam's derailing Rob more than a ghetto Amtrak.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for that, bro.
They only have
Appreciate
one rail.
it. Oh my God.
Speaking
know.
of shrooms, aren't they a sponsor? Or no?
Shrooms is a
Oh no,
sponsor.
we need to get them. That's what it is.
We're trying to
That's-
get there,
yeah.
Brian.
We're trying to get them as a sponsor.
Kayfabe, brother. Kayfabe.
Waiting for my money. Waiting for my prices.
Hashtag get your own podcast is trending now.
Oh yeah. There you go. Get your own fucking podcast. So hey, just let's touch on a couple items, and we'll talk about wrestling in and out here as we kind of wind down the show. If you did not watch us live on the app Hot Mic, we want you to go to the App Store or Google Play Store and download Hot Mic. It's a really cool way you can watch sports, all kinds of sports, and you can tune out the commentators, still have the crowd sound, sync it to your TV, and you can pick the commentators that you want. Like literally, if you want to watch two ex-NBA guys call an NBA game while they're smoking weed, you can do that there. I watched that myself. If you want to go there and watch us commentate the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber or other ones, will probably be at Mania, so we're not going to do Mania. But you can go there and you can do that.
Lavaliers.
So make sure to take them into the stadium. I don't think we're at that range.
Leave Jody in a van outside to do sound.
Yeah.
Right. But download that app, enjoy it for all the other reasons, but also watch us as we do the pay-per-views live from the couch. And again, you put in when you first download it, it's going to ask you for an invite code. Type in marked out one word as the invite code. We certainly love to have you join us there.
You might even get to hear Stevie mumble off camera.
What'd you say, Steve? Stop it.
Oh, also for the record, it's not case sensitive. Uppercase, lowercase doesn't matter.
There you go. Uppercase. Yeah. So okay. There you go. And
If
also,
you're lowercase like Brian, you can still get in.
and just a reminder as well that Wednesday night we'll be back here doing a reaction show to NXT and AEW, doing our Wednesday night war show if you want. Lots of fun there. Fridays or maybe sometime over the weekends. Over the weekends, you're going to get the new addition to the marked out library, the All Elite Hour, starring our own Bionic Brian and his friends from the AEW discussion group on Facebook, which you can request to join and go in there and talk AEW. I think they do stuff with the actual talent from
They
AEW.
do. Yeah,
So
they're linked up with the actual Discord that's recognized by AEW. So they get a lot of the AEW wrestlers that are on there post show on Wednesdays. For instance, this week they have Sonny Kiss.
Yeah.
So if you like to submit questions to Sonny Kiss, you can go onto the Facebook group, send a fucking message, bing bang boom.
So AEW discussion board. Check us out. I think we got somewhere on Instagram or Twitter. We have something up about the link for that. Look for AEH somewhere in there, right?
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Instagram, Marked Out Wrestling, Twitter at Smart Mark Show. On Facebook, you can type in facebook.com/markedout1, or just search for Marked Out Wrestling Podcast, and follow us on all those platforms. Again, we appreciate it. We just hit our 4-year anniversary mark at Royal Rumble. We are very privileged. Whether you love us, love each and individual, you love me or you hate me or vice or ditto for the other two.
Yeah.
We certainly do appreciate the roller coaster that we have been on. We appreciate you being on it with us. I can't talk tonight. We're gonna
Thanks, Kashmir.
Thank you, Kashmir, for your donation, your tip. Continue to stick with us as we continue to try to grow. We're going to be doing some new things here, looking at some new platforms. We're going to get the Patreon going. We talked about it tonight. We were waiting for a couple things to kind of get into shape. Patreon's going to start kicking off with some unique videos there, some watch-alongs and stuff like that. So sorry to bore you with all the details and the housekeeping notes, but I just feel like I have to let you know about
Hitman,
it.
we're now set up to do more Patreon content, so hopefully we'll get some more.
Yeah, we're going to be streaming on MySpace here soon.
Yeah, actually, tell us. You know what? Tell us what matches you want us to fucking watch.
Yeah, so
We'll do it. We'd love to.
Marked Out Podcast at
Berto says you're the Lana of Marked Out. They love to hate you.
Marked Out Podcast at gmail.com.
He's gonna
He
ignore
just
that.
can't let me.
I know,
Well, I
I-
was in the middle of a phrase. Like you cut me off in the middle of a phrase.
Well,
You're
that's what I
promoting
do.
us. Marked Out Podcast at gmail.com. If you want us to, or you can hit us up in the DMs. If you want to see us review a match or watch a match from the couch, the Marked Out couch, then send us an email about it. Or if you just want to tell us how much you love us or hate us, but send us an email as well. We certainly appreciate that, and we'll take advantage of your. If you have a stupid skit idea, you're like, hey, you guys try to do this skit, we'll do that too. We want to be creative and fun here in 2020 for our 4th year. We want to try to mix it up a little bit, see if we can, get the plateau back into a mountain on the tickers. But yeah, so anything else about wrestling before we call it a show?
Wrestling's cool.
I was excited to see one of the Ford family do well this weekend.
I want to know where
Yeah.
Tino Sabatelli is.
Right? He's in the car.
He's taking it back.
He's taking the car
He
back.
still has a lease. He's stuck with it.
Yeah, maybe
He
he's
co-signed.
working in the car wash.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He's pissed.
He's got that roommate that's holding the lease because the other one took his name off.
Yeah, one of the Fords made us proud this week.
Apparently, Berto sent 3 emails.
None have been answered. Thanks, Rob.
I am not the only person with the fucking email account.
Brian.
Adam.
Brian.
I don't think Adam has the email.
Tune in next time.
All right, boys and girls, we're done. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. We'll be back here Wednesday night. Mark out like no one's watching.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle RavePro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.